Welcome back to my channel, and let's tune into tarot for the month of September 2021 for anyone with a sun, moon, or rising sign in the sign of Virgo. This reading is for you. Now, do keep in mind this is a general forecast, so it will not resonate with everyone, but take what resonates and leave the rest behind for someone else. I hope you find some guidance and insights for your month ahead. So let's go ahead and jump in. Now, for the first week of the month, Virgos, this is your birthday month for many Virgos, but we get hit with the Five of Pentacles, which is kind of a downer, not gonna lie. Five of Pentacles, you see these two people who are obviously injured or going through some kind of hardship. There's kind of this energy of being left out in the cold, or often this card can indicate that you have kind of a scarcity or lack mindset. You're worried about money potentially, or just really caught up in your problems to the point where you don't even see the church that you're walking past with the stained glass window in the background. So there's this warm space, an inviting space that you can seek refuge in and gain the sustenance and the nourishment and assistance that you need, but you're so caught up in your own problems that you don't even notice it. So there's a warning here that you want to be more proactive with reaching out to people, because the assistance is there, but you have to be actively looking for it, asking for it, and it will come. The other thing is you do want to be grateful and practice gratitude and appreciation for what you do have, because there's a message of, what you think about, you bring about. And so when you're constantly thinking about what you're missing and what you're lacking and what you don't have, then more of that will come to you. When you instead switch gears into appreciating what you do have and all that you've accomplished in life and all that you're becoming, then more abundance will come of that. When you sink into or step into the abundance mindset, then more abundance will come to you. So what you think about, you bring about, and your thoughts become things. So keep those things in mind, because you don't want to be so caught up in your own problems that you lose sight of the assistance and the support that is all around you, and abundance is all around you. Okay. In the second week, we've got the Emperor reversed. So this is bringing in some power dynamics to some degree. I don't know if it's speaking about like a bank or a financial advisor or someone who's in control of your finances, but there's some frustrating energy, it seems, in how it's like you're not able to do what you want to do, or spend the money on the things you want to spend money on, or in the way that you want to spend money, or there's like this possessive or controlling or dictatorship type of energy coming through, like someone's preventing you from moving in the way you want to move or doing the things you want to do. And so there's sort of this control dynamic or power dynamic playing out that feels really uncomfortable and oppressive. So, and I'm kind of thinking, because it's between two pentacle cards, that it has to do with money to some degree. What's interesting to note is that Mercury will be going retrograde at the end of the month. And we enter into the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, where we start to feel kind of the rumblings of the retrograde. As a Virgo, Mercury is our ruling planet, but it's also in Libra at the moment, or that it will be going retrograde. So it will be retrograding in our second house of income and finance. So it makes sense that we would be dealing with financial issues or reversals in financial issues, or some kind of, finances taking some kind of hit. So yeah, there might be some power dynamics going on in regards to money to some degree, or just in general, some power dynamics and feeling kind of controlled or not able to move in the way that you want to move or do in the things you want to do. So that can be frustrating. The third week of the month, we've got the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And this speaks to not getting a return on your investments. So it's possible you've invested in, an area of life that's just not yielding the results that you had anticipated, or it's not, it's not shaping up in the way that you would have liked. It could be that you've invested in something like a stock and it's not giving you a return, or maybe there's a little bit of a dip in the stock market during this third week, specifically in the stocks you're invested in. Or you may question like where you are investing your, not only your money, but your time and your energy and your blood, sweat, and tears. I'm kind of getting the sense like if you have a side hustle and you're putting energy and effort into that, it's like you're not getting the subscribers or the followers or the attention or the applause or what's the word I'm thinking of? It's like, I sort of see this as like if you have a side hustle and you are wanting to grow that, like a website or a YouTube channel, for example, right? And maybe you're not getting the subscribers that you'd like to, or the followers, or like just, you're not feeling like people are being attracted or magnetized to your project in the way that you'd hoped for. That's sort of the vibe that I'm getting through here. Now, by the end of the month, we do at least end up with the King of Cups, which is a much more balanced, you're more in control, more in your power. You're feeling loving and balanced and, accomplished by this point. The King of Cups could also represent a Pisces or a water sign. It does have a fish, it looks like, in the background there. And of course, any of the cup signs could be a water sign: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But there's a little fish, so I'm kind of getting a Pisces vibe. But in any case, it looks like it'll be a very loving part of the month, the end of the last week. So hopefully you can just have a good time with your lover, or go on a getaway to water. Maybe you go to the coast, or you just have a nice time together with your partner, or you're feeling very loving and nurturing and just good vibes by the end of the month. So hopefully you kind of come out, or you're feeling grateful, you're feeling appreciative, and hopefully there's some kind of rectification to the financial hardship that might be transpiring this month for some of you. What's interesting is that the King of Cups is looking over at this oracle card, which says Feast of Plenty. So it's like he's ready to feast. And this has to do with choices and their consequences. So let's read what the final messages from Oracle have to say for our Virgos. This is number 20. What will satisfy your hunger? Something new and unconventional with its potential for bitter or savory qualities, or something you already know you love? You are faced with a plethora of options right now, and while that may seem to be an extraordinary thing, too many choices can throw you off balance. You might be worried that once you commit, you won't be able to turn back or refuse to confront the consequences of that decision. The most important thing to realize is that the feast is offering you experience. No amount of overanalyzing or strategizing will help you make the right choice now. Don't debate the right or wrongness. Instead, just choose. In the choosing is the seed of experience, and that is what is necessary now. Sour, bitter, sweet, savory, what matters is relishing the experience until you digest all that your choice is offering you right now. Only one warning: avoid the same choice if it keeps you hungry. If something didn't feel good or does not bring you what it seemingly promised, do not choose that again. The experience will only repeat itself, and you will have more than a bad taste in your mouth. The feast is yours to enjoy. You can always go back for more when you're hungry again, for life's blessings are ever available to you and calling your name. Right, so there's a lot of abundance to be had for you, Virgo, even though you may be feeling like you're struggling with either your financial picture or the choices that you're having to make this month. But be grateful for what you do have and appreciative, and that attitude of gratitude will bring more abundance into your life, rather than focusing on the hardships and the problems and the pain you might be going through as well for some of you. What else can I gather from this message? That it's about the experience. So let's say you are wanting to grow some kind of side hustle or business, or you're creating a business for yourself, and it's just not it's not taking shape in the way that you had and want at this point, or at the pace that you want. Just try to gain as much experience as you can from this venture. It's about the experience, right? It's about the journey, not the destination. So just gather. This is all about learning and tuning into what is working, what's not working, and maybe tweaking. Mercury retrograde is a great time to tweak and reassess and reanalyze and rework and redo. So maybe there's a way of approaching your business or your venture or side hustle in a new way. Experiment maybe. And hopefully that will be more fruitful for you. So I'm kind of seeing this as kind of an experimental phase too. If something's not working for you, don't continue to do it. Try something different, choose something else, because it seems like you have a lot of options, a plethora of options really, according to the oracle. So Virgos, I hope you found something helpful in that reading, and if it resonated, please comment below. Let me know how your month unfolds. Like this video and share it with any of your Virgo friends. I thank you for being here today, and I will check in with you guys next month. Take care.